tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
There it is. It's been a while for us.
It has!
Welcome to the Modern Family After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. I'm your host, @Steve Kaufmann. I don't get an actual name. That's my Twitter handle, @Steve Kaufmann.
That's all that matters these days anyway, yeah.
And if you're listening to my voice on the iTunes, be sure to like us, subscribe, all the fun things. Same thing if you're listening to us on SoundCloud. If you're watching us live on AfterBuzzTV.com, I'll be dropping into the chat roll, see what you have to say. And if you have anything to say to us about this after show, please feel free to use hashtag ABTV Modern Family, the whole hashtag, and tweet at us specifically. Yeah. Nicholas, where can they find you on the Twitter?
You guys can find me on the Twitter @Nicholas Grava.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Oh. And I think I heard Ellen.
Ellen? Is Ellen our guest?
Endorsed by Ellen, yeah. Thanks, Ellen. So nice.
So,
You guys can find me on Twitter @Carli_Carsow. And you can find me on Twitter @Britta_Garsow.
And as we do every week, we wait in dead air for people to tweet at us.
We only do that every week because you announce it every week and they don't ever, which is so sad to me.
I think one of these days we won't have any dead air.
I hope.
One of these days there'll be enough people just watching live.
Well,
but, you know.
With all of our biological clocks ticking, I don't know if we'll ever see that day.
Oh, man.
It got real deep for a
Holy
second.
callback. Oh, we were all talking about biological clocks earlier.
And listening to clocks.
Apparently I have one. I was not aware of this until recently. So, this is a fun episode.
It was a good episode to jump
I liked
back
it.
into.
I liked it too.
And we open up with Cam and Mitch's place that they're renting, apparently. We learned that recently.
What?
We learned that in a previous episode, that they're renting instead of owning it. I always assumed they owned that
Me
place.
too.
That was a
No, but
revelation.
didn't they get a check from...
They got a
and they
check
were going
from
to buy
Jay.
the place...
I think they were gonna rent the other place in their building. It was a weird thing.
Oh, I thought they were buying it.
Wait, that's
No.
in a building?
Or I guess it's a duplex. They were never clear. They were never clear, but it was made clear. It was made clear the last time that they are renting that place and not living in it. Maybe they're leasing it. I don't want to get into their personal finances.
Which seemed to be healthy, so that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Jay comes over with Gloria, and then we get two topics like commingling for the opening scene. That Jay's upset about his Costco picture because it looks nothing like him, and being an angry old man. And Jay and Cam.
Can I just say, a Costco picture, that's a reality check right there. Like, even your IDs, if you ever go and get it renewed, you look at it, or my passport photo, you look at it and you're like, hold up, really? You know? Because, like, there's no filter. There's no, and you don't realize, but the Costco's the worst because they do it, it's black and white, and they do a dot system, and it's just messy and blurry. It ain't a good deal. That's how Costco
Anytime I pump gas at Costco, I just wait in the line. Oh. And then just turn to somebody like, hey, I forgot my Costco card. Can I use yours? So I don't have a Costco card.
Don't announce that on air. Oh my gosh.
That's brilliant.
That's something I do.
I don't have one either, but I
We
don't
all
want
will.
one now because I don't want that picture out there surfacing.
Surfacing on the card that's in your pocket everywhere. Yeah, I mean, how
apparently they don't. But it sounds like a common trope that they don't take very good pictures at a Costco.
Yeah, no.
Or at the DMV.
Or he's just a little old, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also...
Can we give Jay another storyline, please? Like, I feel like he's always upset about his age.
It's the go-to, yeah.
He's always just like
that's something he's dealing with. He hasn't bought that muscle car or motorcycle yet.
But it's kind of annoying. It's such a stereotype, and I feel like him and Gloria aren't like the stereotypical older man, younger woman. Like, they are actually a real couple.
Yeah.
And so it bothers me that that is such an issue to him, like how his age, you know, because it's not an issue to anyone else.
I mean, it's usually not an issue to anyone else other than yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
unless
assure.
there's like health issues going on.
Yeah, which there don't seem to be.
No.
And he's come to terms with like the curmudgeonness of it, but I think it's the looks this week that he was dealing with, where it's just like
the sparkle in his eyes.
And I think what it is like, and I think from his standpoint, it's he didn't look in that picture how he feels. Like someone who wakes up every day next to Gloria.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, that's not the same guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a different thing to deal with. And he deals with it at a bowling alley with Cam, where you have to be gay to play.
So funny.
Oh yeah,
which also, sorry to interrupt, but my favorite line from this whole episode is when Cam says, "Someone take these French fries away from me before I eat them all." Story of my life.
No, me too.
I've been there so many times. Like,
I stress eat too. Yeah. Ooh,
like, you can't stop because you're stressed and it's like helping, but it's also like making you feel sick.
For me, it has nothing to do with stress and everything to do with that they're right there.
Yeah.
That's all it. But like, I lost a lot of weight, and all it was just keep fries. Oh, literally, just don't
come in.
Just don't purchase fries.
Yeah.
That will probably do it too.
What if the fries find you?
They find me.
Well, then I eat them. And I'm still dealing with that. But by and large, but he was stress eating. Like, someone take these away, and then no one took them away.
Well, they were neck and neck at the end of the competition, so I would be stress eating too. Okay, I have a question for you guys. Do you think how many of the shots? I was trying to see if I could tell if they were cutting the shots of them bowling or if it was one single. Do you think they were actually bowling like during the things, or did someone else come in like a professional bowler?
I think someone came in because when they were their back was completely turned.
At times,
you couldn't see their face.
Yeah, but it could have been fun to have them bowl for it.
Yeah, but how many times would they have been?
Talk about a long shoot.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking like if I was ever there doing it, you don't want to be there because I don't know how to bowl.
Exactly, I don't either.
Given the lack of curve, I'm gonna say they were doing it for real.
Oh.
The lack of curve.
Well, because
is it
because a professional. I'm not a professional bowler, but I
just showed my non-bowling cards.
But but if they had like a professional bowler come on, they would throw it at easily 30-40 miles an hour, and it would hit the lane at a super hard curve, so it hits.
But they could also dumb it down in a sense.
Well, also,
right?
what's more likely because the outcome of every bowl needed to be specific. What's more likely is that they had some way to knock the pins down once the ball gets there.
Oh, that's true.
There's the movie Kingpin with Bill Murray. There's one scene where it's abundantly clear that they just had an arm that'll just knock the pins down in the foreground. That, like,
you would think I thought you meant air or something when you said.
Like, well, now it's probably come a lot further.
It's come a lot further. I'm sure there's something super special.
Arm just clearing them out.
But it's literally a mechanical arm.
Yeah.
But like those shots did look good. That it was the pin was clearly knocking down, the bowling ball was clearly knocking down the pins. So not only is Jay gay to play, he also has to up his gay or they're gonna get disqualified.
And he seemed to be enjoying.
Yeah, it was kind of my favorite Jay scene ever.
When he first started, when he looked at Cam and Cam was like a little bit more, this not gonna work, and he started going very light in his bowling shoes,
light in his rented loafers.
Yeah.
And the gentleman whose name I forgot.
Martin
on the opposing team, who is one of the baker's dozen of Cam's arch rivals.
I was gonna say, how many rivals does he have?
He has at least 20.
Well, how rude was Cam this episode? He was vicious.
He was vicious.
The husband comment, I felt that.
Although let's be real, how do you get roped into a gay to play league and not realize it when they hand you a shirt that says the Britney Spears?
I didn't even until they at the end.
The
Red Sox and the Yankees.
That was the reveal.
What was the other team?
The Merry Men.
The Merry Men.
Oh my gosh.
Merry Men.
That was amazing.
Also, Cam's description of different types of gays.
Oh my god!
I actually wrote.
Did you write them?
I didn't write them all, but I wrote otter and then a star, which means I have to Google it later.
I didn't know if the show made. Oh, that's what it meant. Because he said the guy in the white pants.
I don't think it meant white pants. I just think that guy was an otter.
Yeah, he pointed like that guy's an otter.
It wasn't.
And I didn't know.
I feel like half of them were made up.
He's a brunette.
I'm sure it's more specific. I'm sure it's incredibly specific. But like everything else on that list was a thing a thing I'd heard about or a thing that was clearly made up. Except for Otter, where I was like, that might be a thing.
I have to say my favorite list of the night was when he listed his top 5 moments in life, and I couldn't even write them down. They were so fast. He was like, adopting Lily, doing this,
being in the front row at.
What was adopting Lily, marrying Mitchell? What was number 3?
Winning
the high school football. Number 4 was the Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sitting behind Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
And then number 5, winning this bowling trophy.
Amazing. I wish I could list top 5 moments of my life.
I feel like
If you sat with it.
Like
has
that
to be
fast.
thinking about what's happening to him all the time. He remembers everything and he holds on to everything.
Yes.
You know, like there must be so much going on in his head.
Like having a grudge against your bad boy
Exactly.
who puts the cans above the bread
stuff
or whatever
like that,
it
that
is.
no one else would even think about.
Yeah.
You'd think you would learn to like notice that and just be like, hey, bro, can you not do that?
Yeah.
Or just
Communication.
go in a different line.
Todd.
Todd is the
Was
name.
that,
Todd's
oh,
the
do
big
not bring up the name. He's like, I didn't say it. It's Todd. Oh, what's the name you said? Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Jay was having a good time by the end of this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
And he got some compliments. He took out his Costco card.
Yeah.
And Martin was telling him that was not the guy sitting at between how did he compare it between
between Kevin Costner and Channing Tatum.
Who wouldn't want to be between
Yeah.
them?
He was like, thank you so much. I really needed that.
Yeah.
Which who
But you
doesn't?
did need it.
Who doesn't need that in their lives?
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't you love how Jay was so honest though? Like, look at this card and tell me what you think.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
to someone he barely knows.
Clearly it was really running on his
Yeah.
mind.
So
And
funny.
at some point, Martin was like, hey, do you want to maybe grab dinner? Jay was like, no.
Then he gave it to him, yeah.
know.
He said-
Or he did. To be fair, he never said no. He was like, I'm flattered.
Yeah.
And then he kind
Oh
of.
yeah, and then Martin was like, "Oh, okay, have fun, play again."
All right, so sorry. I
Very fast.
was reading something here. This wasn't here. All right, we're gonna move on.
Yeah, and then it really messed up Martin's game.
Yeah, destroyed Martin's
Yikes.
game.
Did.
It was
And-
almost like karma, because like Jay lied to everyone and only won probably because Martin's game was off, and then in the end he got the trophy back.
Were you guys
Yeah.
surprised that he confessed it at the end?
No, I thought he was going to.
No, that seemed about right.
I didn't think he was going to.
And I
for some
love
reason.
I love the parallel too that he came out as straight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, "Do you guys know what it takes? It would spend 4 hours, and I had to pretend to be." And then he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
You guys do
So
now.
funny.
Oh wait, that's probably a thing you've dealt with your whole life. Sorry about that. And Jay learned something about himself. Apparently he bowls a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a very skilled bowler. Moving on, Phil. I'm bad at transitions. We know this. I'm gonna put more in the bad transition
This
jar.
show's hard to transition.
Yeah.
And,
Storylines are
Especially these plot lines are very separate.
they're pretty separate. Phil, he is showing a house.
Mm.
And okay, cool. I am on the right topic.
Yep.
Phil is showing a house in his neighborhood, and he can't possibly sell it because there's a pornographic statue across the street from it called Marble with Wood.
And it is made all out of marble.
I mean, in all like reality though, I feel like if someone loved a house, they're not gonna not purchase it because of a statue across
Yeah,
the
I thought
street.
that was weird too.
No, I don't know. Think about it. If it's from, I mean, I have OCD, so maybe I'm not the one to answer this. But if it's, they said it looking out the window, that is all you see. Imagine
Yeah,
like,
but how many times a day are you sitting in that one spot looking out the window?
That's
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think that's a big factor.
Really?
I
that's
would
a
say.
reason.
Oh.
Like
You don't
especially.
No,
But,
no.
this is a twin thing. You're both on. You're gonna gang up. Okay.
Well, I just
Well,
feel like if you like, they love their house and they live next to it.
But they
The
didn't
only
choose
reason-
that house
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
time.
But the
It's-
only reason that Phil was upset about it was because he couldn't sell the
He couldn't
house.
make
He
the
didn't make
sale.
any like allude that it was affecting like their family or anything. It was
Because
just
their
his
kids
job.
are older though,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
I guess.
and it's
Yeah.
that's not about the.
Is that
like,
can you do that? Is that like legal for someone to have
I-
something that?
I think
On
what
their
they said you
lawn?
could start a petition. That I think
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
no,
Well,
but yeah,
'cause-
legal to have it. You
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
it's
think
their
so.
property. It would
So
become
can
a
you do
gray area.
any-
It would
I don't
become a
know.
legal gray area that
'Cause
they'd
it's
be in
not a
court for.
religious
Like,
thing.
It was
I
like a
think maybe-
statue, a very graphic statue in a
It was
sexual
a pornographic
position.
statue.
Yeah, it's legal
It is.
There.
Wow.
as long as it's not like offensive to the neighborhood. Like people can send a petition to get it taken down.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
but
what they were gonna
You have
do.
a right to put it up in the first place.
Ah.
Interesting.
engineer and
Learn
civil
something new.
civil lawyer.
And pornographic
estate.
statue.
Real estate. Oh wow, actually.
Oh, there you are.
But yeah, there we go. Real estate
But
agents.
But let me tell you, this statue did bring them together with
Yeah,
their
it did.
neighbors that they don't usually get along
Yeah.
with.
I know. I'm so happy to see the neighbors.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Ronnie and Amber in a while.
No.
No.
Amber's
And-
so funny.
I know. Her
accent.
She's like, just so we're not clashing, leopard tonight.
Gator. She was wearing gator.
Oh, gator.
Gator or lizard?
Lizard.
Lizard.
Leopard,
Lizard.
lizard, gator, I don't know.
All the things.
Yeah. Claire's like, oh, I'll find something, I guess.
And then they have a $500 bottle of red.
I know. Oh, jealous.
And in a brown paper bag.
Talk about a turn, because they make us think that he's calling out, Guy, come here, Guy. And then they're like, I think he has a name. And he's like, yeah, it's Guy.
Yeah.
I know him. It's
I
Guy.
thought it was like a great lesson that you can't judge someone because like they come off as so like
Not classy.
yeah, not classy. And they turned out to know their stuff. Like, they knew about the wine and obviously go to this nice restaurant a lot. And I thought it was a good lesson for Claire and Phil.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been in that situation where when they first were when the neighbors asked them if they wanted to come out to dinner, and then they're like, what? And they're like, do you guys want to get dinner with us? And they're like, no. And they're like, no. And they're like, you're saying no? Because they didn't want to do it in the beginning, but how do you say no at that point?
I mean,
if I'm not in that, like they're right in front of you situation.
I think if they didn't want to go, they should have made something up. Like,
That's true. Like,
that's usually
get some
fair.
dinner in the oven, not tonight. Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of the white lie. Or just the honest, we really don't want to go out.
Yeah,
like that's not even a lie. That's like we don't want to leave the house today.
Yeah.
Like, that's a fair thing to say.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They wound up on the dinner. And the dinner went very well.
Yeah.
Right up until the topic of until the porn statue.
Yeah.
At which they're like, I'll tell you what I should do. I should just grab a rope, wrap it around, tie it to my truck, pull it out. And then they're like, oh, you can't do that. And like, no, we got plenty of rope.
And she's like, okay, the amount of rope is not the issue here. It's just against the law. Where do you guys stand on that? Are you guys hard against it? Think, okay,
I could never do it.
I could never do it, but I would let them do it.
Yeah, me too. Like, I wouldn't be like, you can't do this.
I'm the same. What about you?
I would, if somebody else was willingly like, I'm going to handle that problem.
Yeah.
Then
in a way, you'd never handle that problem. I was like, I fully support your decision privately, because if the cops come, I said nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Phil's like, I'm going to go get Froyo. You guys take a walk and cool down.
Oh my god.
I mean, his face is on the benches around town.
No, I get what he was saying.
I get that. Also, that truck is parked across the street all the time, so you would think that, like, it's not the best crime to do, you know?
It's one of those weird things that what are those neighbors going to do?
Yeah.
And the neighbors would have clearly seen that truck. It's so specific
That's what I'm saying,
that they would have known who it was.
Or even the dirt just go, like, across the street.
I know, they made a mess in the lawn.
Yeah. But what's the police officer's name?
Buddy.
And it's don't call cops
Which
Buddy.
is a dog name.
Don't call cops Buddy. They hate that. It's like, no, I sold my house. His name's actually Buddy. And then we get Phil. We get Phil, the community leader.
Yeah.
Being able to just be like, oh, I can vouch for them. We were
Connections.
We were just making those connections. And then they were like, you're going to be sleeping with a rebel tonight. Can we?
Yeah.
What?
So funny.
And then they said no that time.
Yeah.
They're like, you don't think we're attractive? No.
No.
So funny.
And then the end credit scene was essentially Alex and Luke. Alex and Luke talking about good art brought these families together, and it's awesome, and it's all these things.
Yep.
Ooh, I drew some art. It's a self-portrait of my junk.
I can't believe he did that and showed his sister.
I didn't really like that.
What about did you get when Luke said in the beginning when he was like, this really makes me feel bad about my body?
Yeah, that was funny.
Okay, so that
that was just a brief aside part of this.
I want to talk. I'm happy that they showed Gloria and Mitch just being really, trying to be hip, trying to be cool, trying to go out, but they were wiped. Yeah. And I could really relate to that storyline.
Yeah.
I've never related to something more.
Me too.
I never
Besides the French fry comment.
You know what? I'm gonna list them in French fry and then this. I'm with you.
I'm a big fan of napping for a night out.
I used to do that, but now even so, I still get so tired.
Me too. I'm just, double digits at 10 o'clock. And
and
I'm like, unless there's something very special that I'm doing.
And I usually don't go out unless it's pre-planned and there's an occasion.
Yeah, me too. And I've committed and can't back out.
Actually, I have no weight in this discussion because I hate clubs.
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh yeah,
despise
they were
them.
going to a club.
Yeah.
Like a club to see a band, like any of that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I hate crowds, so I'm with you.
Me too.
I hate
crowds, hate
for
clubs,
We're
hate
the
people,
fun people
antisocial,
here.
love bed, love Netflix. Yeah.
And even
I-
if I go, I leave like an hour.
Like someone made a T-shirt a while ago that I almost bought, which
What
was
is it?
walk up in the club, be like, I have social anxiety, I want to go home.
I can relate so much.
I want that shirt.
so good.
So funny. See, once I'm out though, I'm usually okay. But like going
I'm
out is
not
such
okay.
awesome.
Like it's not the social part. Like I don't mind being around. It's just the amount of people in a small space.
And the
freaks me out.
loudness.
And the loudness.
The
I don't
noise
do- yeah, I
usually
don't
for
like
me.
loud-
It gives me a
Noise
lot
is,
of
like,
anxiety.
fun.
My thing is, I would just so much rather do if I'm gonna go out on night, I'd rather be with a small amount of people,
Yeah.
doing and talking
And
about things.
someplace you can talk.
Yes, I
Yes.
hate
Yeah.
small talk. Like I don't want to meet someone, a friend of a friend, like yeah. So how are you? What do you do? What?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, who
What?
cares? You don't care. I don't care. Move on. I hate small talk. I'm so bitter.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I think this panel has aged about 20 years.
Whatever.
We're all just like, oh, these kids and their
Our
clubs
biological clocks
and their
broke.
things. Like last time I was at a club, that my entire thought was just like, this place would be cool if I could just like talk to anyone.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
at all,
I'm
like
with ya.
like this person to my left. If I could just be like, "Hi, I'm Steve. How are you? How did you wind up here?" Because I'm sure it's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Nope.
Wait, we just need to wear T-shirts that label all of our thoughts. Like, hi, my name's Carly. What's your name?
Do you have any
But
French
then-
fries?
But then their shirt
Yeah.
Do you
needs
have
to
any
say,
French fries?
But I think it's good to have a Haley in the group that will, like, a person in your friend group that will push you and
I
does want to do
agree.
those things, or else you do just end up napping on the
Totally
couch
true,
every
because
single
I'm
night.
always the one that like wants to stay in,
Me
and
too.
like I have friends that obviously
Yeah.
want to go and have fun, and it's nice that they are there to like want. They kind of get you to want to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause the problem is like maybe sometimes I'll go to like be polite, but I want to be there, you know.
Yes.
Gotta love the Haleys of the world.
Yeah.
"Yes,
Don't
the
know
Haleys
where
of the
they
world
are,
that,
but
I don't know how you have any energy, Haley.
that just
the
bring you
world.
to places without like a specific event or activity.
That
We're like, we're just
like
all gonna stand around and watch this band at midnight. It's like, is that fun? It's not. Did they have a CD? I can buy the CD and listen to it, right?
At a normal hour.
At a normal volume by myself, not in a room full of people.
But I was happy that they rallied and they got up and they got
Yes.
ready and they
I wanted
they
to
went
see them
for
at
it.
the club though.
Yeah.
They made it to the lobby before the coat check and went, I can't do this. I can't.
No.
Yeah, who wants that's the I'm sorry, I don't want to sound bitter. I'm gonna stop.
I'm not bitter. I finished
think
Daredevil in
there's,
2
like-
days.
Oh, I haven't even started it yet.
It's a good show.
Okay.
Get on.
I need to watch
Oh
it.
man. Priorities. Fries and Daredevil. Oh, my ideal weekend. Oh my gosh.
Pretty much.
Why give me that look? Fries and Daredevil is amazing.
That was a
Fries in
jealous
bed
look.
is the best thing.
Yeah,
You're
I
just
would
like
agree.
eating fries, watching
Everything
Netflix.
I've done is for fries and Vanessa.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You gave her fries. I'm sorry.
No, that was
How
necessary.
did you do that to your voice?
He's a professional.
Drop the mic. Done deal.
Pretty sure we can't top that.
No.
I
We
think,
can't. I think
Yeah.
that's
I think we covered all our
We
bases.
did.
Um,
Now everyone thinks we're lame.
well,
Whatever.
guys, if you want to tweet at us about how lame we are, or about how lame we aren't, because you can relate to us,
Yeah.
where will the people be able to find us
You
on the
can
Twitters?
find me and tweet me what you think about that at Nicholas Grava on Twitter and Instagram.
that was a great transition, Steve.
Thank you. I'll take my
it
nickel.
out of the jar. He loves the jar.
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Carli_Garsow.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Britta_Garsow.
And you guys can find me on Twitter and Periscope, not Instagram, at Steve Kaufmann, Kaufmann. I do a lot of shows here at AfterBuzz, and I tweet about them fairly regularly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.